Like I said, this episode is a perfect example of how the early seasons of Clone Wars were.
But I was going into Toshi Station to pick up some power converters.
Hello everyone, the newest episode of Bad Batch is here and it is called Faster. 26 minutes long, the team enters the colorful and dangerous world of racing. You know, I was going to say how I was surprised that I didn't get spoiled by anything because it's been out for almost 24 hours, but I think I know why. I'm not knocking the episode before we get there, but I'm assuming nothing real special is going to happen. Last episode was a banger. Don't think this is going to follow up too well, but I'm sure it'll be fun. I don't know why, but it's been annoying me that the Disney Plus intro is just a part of the site now. It's not a part of the episode, so you can't skip it. It's a job, figured. Oh, it's just going to be Wrecker, Tech, and Omega. Wait, is this going to be pod racing? If this is pod racing, this might actually be amazing. Damn. Riot racing. They're like bikes that have shields and blasters. I feel like I recognize the voice of the droid. Be mindful of blast fire. Yeah, he... Oof, that's rough. That's rough. Well, maybe because they're obviously going to win and get Sid out of capture or whatever. But I'm sure that they're going to get her out. And then maybe because of that, they'll be able to do whatever they want. Just maybe. His voice sounds so familiar. I just can't think of what it is. Okay, that was kind of funny. Oh, there goes Teo. Looks like Tech has to drive. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Yo, this music though is pretty saucy. He's gonna take the left tunnel, obviously. This episode might not be the most entertaining, but the music is some of the best, honestly. I thought Sid was gonna like dive in front of Tech to save Tech from that blaster shot, but then blaster shot just got stopped by the big dude. And that's the episode. Okay, who voiced Teo? Ben Schwartz. Why does that name sound familiar? Oh, he's Sahnic. That's why. Okay. That was just fine. But this kind of... Let's just get to the rating before I start talking about the episode. So this was the worst episode in my opinion. This is just an example of how the early seasons of Clone Wars was. Where there was just like a one-off episode that just isn't the most entertaining. I mean, it's fun, but it's not the most entertaining. Especially in Bad Batch, where you're stuck with the same characters. You can't explore new characters in one-off episodes, so you have to stick with the same characters. And you're kind of restricted to doing certain things because of the time period. So I'll say episode 4, Faster. It's like a 5.2, I think. Because there was parts where I laughed and it was entertaining overall, so I don't think I should give it below a 5. But I think I kind of want to. 4.8. Like I said, this episode is a perfect example of how the early seasons of Clone Wars were. Where they'll have like a solid episode and the next episode will be completely different. And then it'll just be more... It's more fun and kid-friendly, admittedly. And it is a kids show, but also at the same time it's premiering on Disney Plus, so I don't think it's as much of a kids show as Clone Wars was in the early seasons, because Clone Wars was shown on Cartoon Network, whereas this is on Disney Plus. I think there's just a bit of a different environment that kind of lends this to be for more older people, more older Star Wars fans, but I might be wrong. But yeah, the episode was just alright. I don't really know where they could go from here. Maybe because Sid doesn't have to worry about this person anymore. They won't have to send the Bad Batch on missions, and then the Bad Batch can go do things, and then we can like learn about Omega and whatnot. But I honestly doubt that's going to happen, especially after the banger that was last week's episode. This one just kind of falls flat for me. It was just fun and entertaining, but even then it wasn't that the whole time. I guess to add on to any predictions of what's going to happen in the future, I guess I can look at what the next episodes are going to be titled. So next week's episode is going to be Entombed. That sounds cool, but I don't know what it could be referencing. Honestly, the first thoughts that come to my brain are the Luminara Unduli episode in Rebels, where they use Luminara's body to lure in Jedi, which is such a crazy thing to do in a show that's even probably more geared towards kids than Clone Wars or Bad Batches. But after that is Tribe, which I'm guessing is the Kashyyyk episode. After that, it actually leads into the mid-season double episode on February 8th, The Clone Conspiracy and Truth and Consequences. I'm hoping, and then the Crossing Retrieval, Metamorphosis, Outpost, Pabu, Tipping Point, Summit, Plan 99. And Summit and Plan 99 also come out on the same day on March 29th. Oh, that's kind of funny. An episode of Bad Batch and Mandalorian come out on the same day. Wow, Bad Batch and Mandalorian cross over for 5 weeks, for a whole month, the whole month of March. It's gonna be a lot of work to do. But yeah, by the episode titles, I think from here on out, it looks like there will be some pretty interesting episodes that'll come up. Maybe not Retrieval, which is episode 10, coming out on February 22nd. But I might be wrong. And also maybe even Metamorphosis, but that could mean so many things that I'm not 100% sure. But I think that's all I have to say. This episode was... honestly, it just wasn't great. Especially after last week's episode, which was just so good. This week's episode just didn't live up to the hype. Which I guess there wasn't really any hype for this episode. It was hype from the last episode. But you get what I mean. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, comment what you thought of this episode below, and consider subscribing. I'm going to be putting out more reactions throughout all of Bad Batch and Mandalorian when it shows up, but also I've been working on some more videos that I've been putting out. A few videos have actually come from live stream, so you can go check out that in the upper corner right there, and then you don't even have to wait for the video to come out. I also think I got a solid video idea coming up, so we'll see how that goes. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with you.